Welcome to the Cloud9 shipping container home. I think the name Cloud9 is quite appropriate because we are very high up in the clouds right now on top of Lookout Mountain in Georgia. We are at On the Rocks. It's a property that has 3 container homes. Today we're going to focus on this one. It's actually a modified 29-foot shipping container home. Usually they're either 20 or 40 feet long, but they actually cut out this container to fit the huge rooftop deck on top. So definitely a very unique and customized container build. But without wasting another second, let's now go and hop straight into the full tour. We are going to begin the tour up here at your parking spot. The name again of these 3 container homes is On the Rocks, and the overall company name for all the Airbnbs that this host has is WanderChat. Links will be down below. We're gonna head to Cloud9, which is the one on your left as soon as you pull up. We'll be touring the 2 other homes in some upcoming videos. All 3 of these properties have the same outdoor setup, which includes a small grill and even a pizza oven. You can scan this QR code, which gives you instructions, and you have a decent amount of countertop space here to prep your meal. But let's now go and approach the container home, and we're first gonna walk up this tall spiral staircase to head to the rooftop deck. It can definitely get a little foggy and misty on top of the mountain at times, but luckily I came back a little bit later and it revealed this absolutely stunning view looking down into the surrounding area. I mean, just look at that. It's also facing the perfect direction because the sun sets right here. You can see from the drone that the rooftop deck is actually larger than the container. It hangs slightly over the front of the home, but I'm now gonna switch our attention to focus more on the actual exterior of the container itself. First off, I love the green paint job on this. Definitely unique because I feel like every other container home I've showcased is either black or occasionally white, but it's propped up on some stilts, and down below you can see that little door which leads to some extra storage space they use for cleaning supplies. Now, for a brief overview of this entire property, again, it's called On the Rocks, and the reason being there's that big ledge or drop off there at the bottom made up of a bunch of big rocks. So a very appropriate name, I think. The one there on the right we're touring now is Cloud9. This middle one in the blue is called the Hangar, and there on the far left is called the Belvedere Box. All different types of containers and shapes and sizes, and this is now facing the opposite direction with your view. A very unique collection of container homes, that's for sure. There are 2 different fire pits located at opposite ends of this property. This is the one closest to Cloud9, and you have a bunch of Adirondack chairs that surround this huge metal fire pit. I also loved this angle of the home. It just feels really tall and like the container is towering over you. I didn't have time to make fires at both fire pits, but this is the one on the other side of the property closest to the Belvedere Box container home, which you can see there in the background. I think it would actually be so much fun to take a group and rent out all 3 of these homes at once, or maybe with your family, but these are shared fire pits. You can either come with a group or just meet some of the other guests and make some friends. It also looks really cool at night when the fog begins to roll in. It's all misty and kind of mysterious, and I actually enjoyed it. Last but not least, before we head inside to check out the interior of Cloud9, it wouldn't be a MikeWillTravel video without some surrounding area drone footage. We are in Georgia. We're only a 30-minute drive to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and whether it be sunrise or sunset, you have some really amazing views. This was actually even taken right after a rainstorm, and it's a little tough to see, but there is a rainbow here up top. But some really gorgeous views. Let's now head back to Cloud9. We're gonna round this corner to begin to head inside. Yep, more views, just this time from your main outdoor deck. But one of the best and comfiest features of this home is your outdoor swinging chair. This thing is really huge and just the perfect spot for your morning cup of coffee. But let's now go and open up this large sliding glass door because it is finally time to now go inside to see the interior of Cloud 9. When you first enter, you'll see your mattress is right here up against the door, so you don't even have to leave your bed to take in these views when you first wake up. This is a queen mattress though, and I also really love these stunning lighting fixtures and the high-end wood paneling that's there all over the ceiling. From this angle, you can begin to see a little bit there into the sitting area in the kitchen. We'll get to all that shortly. But on the bed, you have a bunch of pillows and the guest book is then there in the middle. And you're surrounded literally on all sides by windows. This container felt more like a glass box than a container at times. And I know with all these windows, the privacy question will definitely come up, but all these windows have curtains that you can easily pull across. Now, directly behind the bed, we're going to head to your sitting area. You have this small couch. Above it, there is a shelf with a couple of decorations. Then you have these 2 footrests in front of the couch. There's also a couple of books with info on the surrounding area. And you'll notice there's no TV in this home because it's meant to be a place to disconnect and reset. Next, we are now going to head further into the home to your kitchen. And we'll start there first on the left-hand side. And despite this being a tiny home, I thought it was actually a very well-equipped kitchen. So there on the bottom, you have your fridge and freezer unit. Then there's a hot plate with a tea kettle on top of the counter. And there's even this really big microwave. Opposite of your refrigerator and microwave, we're now gonna head to the other side of the kitchen, which is your sink area. And you have this gorgeous golden faucet that I was a huge fan of, and these 2 little sinks. Also the color scheme with the cabinets, you have the light green cabinets and those golden handles. The cabinets even are similar to the color of the container. On top of the counter there on the far left, there's some free goodies waiting for you, like this nice bottle of local Georgia wine. There's even a handwritten note from the host. You guys know I always love my personalized touches. It just really makes the Airbnb stand out in my opinion. There's even some pre-packaged food like some southern seasoned grits, and you can't miss this big sign there near the window. Finally, in this kitchen along the wall, there's a couple of coffee mugs and then all of your coffee and tea supplies, along with a few other kitchen necessities. But let's now go towards this door and slide it back to go into the last room in this container home. This is your bathroom. You can see your towels there up top, and then your sink, which is similar to what we saw in the kitchen. And then the gold theme continues even in the shower, which I think looks very high-end and luxurious. We'll be touring their 2 other container homes in some upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you very soon for another Airbnb tour.